Picture yourself, dear friend, curled up by a childhood hearth, the glow of a fairy tale book flickering in your hands. Do you recall Cinderella, a girl in ashes, a glass slipper, a midnight escape from a glittering ball? Oh, we cherished her triumph, her transformation from rags to royalty. But now, what if this tale hides a secret, older than the pyramids, darker than the ashes she slept in? What if Cinderella isn't just a fairy tale, but a 5,000-year-old ritual of sacrifice and rebirth? In our wiser years, you see, we know stories carry shadows of ancient truths. Cinderella isn't merely about a lost slipper. It's a whispered pact with the divine, a dance with death itself. Why does she dwell in ashes? Why does a slipper hold such power? Now, as a storyteller seasoned by life, I invite you to step into the embers of history, where a girl's tears and a fairy's magic reveal a chilling legacy. Join me, dear friend, to uncover the truth buried in the ashes, a secret that will reshape this beloved tale forever. Now, step back, dear friend, as we do in life's quieter moments, to a kingdom where dreams flickered in the ashes. A young girl, orphaned, named Cinderella, for her place by the hearth, toiled under her cruel stepmother and stepsisters. Mocked, ragged, she swept ashes while they preened. Yet, oh, her heart clung to a spark of hope. One night, news reached the house, a royal ball, where the prince sought a bride. Her stepfamily laughed, you see, leaving her behind. Alone, Cinderella wept by the hearth. Then, a shimmer. A fairy godmother, radiant as starlight, appeared. "You shall go, my child," she whispered, transforming a pumpkin into a coach, mice into horses, rags into a silver gown. On her feet, glass slippers sparkled. "But beware," the fairy warned, "return by midnight, or all will unravel." At the ball, the prince was enchanted, dancing only with her. Time slipped away. As the clock struck 12, Cinderella fled, one glass slipper left glittering on the stairs. The prince, obsessed, scoured the kingdom, vowing to wed the girl who fit the slipper. The stepsisters schemed. Oh, they even cut their feet to force them into the shoe, blood seeping through. But when Cinderella tried it, the slipper fit perfectly. The prince claimed her. They married, her stepfamily left in disgrace. Yet, as Maria Tatar notes in the classic fairy tales, this tale hides a darker truth. Why ashes? Why a slipper that demands such a precise fit? In the Grimm version, blood and mutilation haunt the story's edges, hinting at something ancient, perhaps a ritual of sacrifice. Let's unearth the embers of this tale's origin, shall we? Now, imagine this, dear friend, standing by an Egyptian shrine 3,000 years ago, the Nile shimmering under starlight. Here, in the tale of Rhodopis, from Strabo's time, a Greek slave girl loses a sandal to a falcon, perhaps the god Horus himself, who delivers it to a pharaoh seeking a bride. Across continents, in 9th century China, Xian kneels by an ancestral altar, her mother's spirit, a golden fish, granting her a silk slipper to win a king. These aren't mere stories, you see. As Jack Zipes writes in folk tales and fairy tales, Cinderella's tale type stretches back 5,000 years, its roots in rituals of loss and divine favor. In ancient Egypt, Rhodopis's sandal wasn't just footwear, it was a sacred offering. Archaeologists found sandals cast into Nile shrines, gifts to gods like Hathor, goddess of love and rebirth. The slipper's perfect fit mirrored marriage rituals, where a bride's foot was measured to bind her to divine will, often with offerings of blood or bone. In China, Xian's fish spirit ties to ancestor worship, where the dead guided the living through animal totems. The slipper, small, delicate, recalls foot binding, a brutal sacrifice for beauty and status, as Dorothy Coe explores in Cinderella's Sisters. The ashes these heroines dwell in, not just dirt, but sacred, tied to funeral pyres where bones burned to commune with spirits as seen in ancient hearth rituals. Why does the stepfamily's cruelty echo across versions? Well, it reflects ancient clan rivalries, where stepmothers in matrilineal societies competed for lineage power, often through ritual exclusion, as Ruth Bottigheimer notes. The slipper's test, bloodied in the Grimm tale, hints at a darker truth, a trial by sacrifice, where fitting the shoe meant proving worth through pain. These stories, carried along the Silk Road, wove Egypt's divine brides, China's ancestral spirits, and Europe's hearth rites into one tale. But oh, what lies beneath the ashes, a ritual far older, where blood and fire forge transformation. Let's dig deeper, shall we, into its mythic heart? Dive now, dear friend, into the embers of myth. The ashes in Cinderella aren't mere dirt, they're sacred, a threshold to the divine. In Celtic lore, as Miranda Green writes in Celtic Myths, hearth ashes tied to funeral pyres, where the dead were burned to release their spirits, guiding the living through offerings. Cinderella's place by the hearth mirrors this, a girl marked by loss, yet chosen for rebirth. Her glass slipper, fragile yet unyielding, echoes deeper rituals. In ancient Egypt, sandals were offerings to Hathor, seen in temple reliefs at Deir el-Bahri, where brides dedicated footwear to seal divine unions, sometimes with blood to prove purity. The slipper's perfect fit? A test of sacred worth, not just romance. In China's Xian, the fish spirit, her mother's soul, ties to ancestral rites, where animals channeled the dead, as Joseph Campbell notes in The Masks of God. The slipper, small, painful, reflects foot binding, a ritual sacrifice of mobility for status, binding women to patriarchal gods. The stepfamily's cruelty, cutting their feet in the Grimm tale, mirrors blood offerings in Celtic rituals, where druids spilled blood at sacred fires to appease deities like Brigid, goddess of hearths and transformation. This isn't just a story, it's a ritual. As Auntie Arna's motif index shows, Cinderella's tale type weaves loss, trial, and divine intervention across cultures. Why blood, you ask? In ancient myths, sacrifice forged creation. In Egypt, Hathor's rites demanded offerings to renew life, seen in Nile flood ceremonies. In Celtic tales, blood at the hearth ensured fertility, echoing Sumerian myths, where Inanna's marriage to Dumuzi ended in his sacrificial death to revive the land. Cinderella's triumph, fitting the slipper, mirrors this, a trial by pain, where blood and ashes birth a new self. The stepfamily's mutilation, gruesome yet pivotal, reflects a primal truth. Transformation demands a cost. The fairy godmother, a spirit of the hearth, may not be kindly, but a divine arbiter testing Cinderella's worth through suffering. Could she be a forgotten goddess, Hathor, Brigid, guiding a mortal through fire to divinity? This tale's heart burns with sacrifice, where ashes and blood forge a queen. As the ashes settle, let's pause, dear friend, as we do in our wiser years, to reflect on Cinderella's enduring truth. This tale is a parable of rebirth, rising from loss, enduring trials, forging a new self through sacrifice. The hearth where Cinderella weeps is a threshold, like the sacred fires of ancient rites, where mortals offered pain for transformation. The glass slipper, as Ruth Bottigheimer suggests, isn't just beauty, it's a test of endurance, a symbol of suffering to prove worth, echoing foot binding or blood offerings. In myths, ashes marked rebirth. Celtic Brigid transformed loss into creation. Egyptian Hathor birthed life from Nile's floods. Cinderella's journey mirrors this, from grief to glory, through a divine bargain. Carl Jung, in Archetypes and the Collective Unconscious, saw such tales as shadows of our psyche, facing the dark mother, the stepfamily, to find the self. Today we face our own hearths, moments of loss, societal pressures to fit a perfect mold, like a glass slipper. Social media, as Susan Douglas notes, demands we sculpt our image, often at personal cost, echoing ancient sacrifices for status. In our lives, what ashes do we rise from? What slippers, expectations, fears do we try to fit? Cinderella teaches us, you see, that transformation comes through courage, even pain. In our wiser years, we learn to shed the stepfamily's cruelty, self-doubt, judgment, and embrace our worth. This tale, born in ancient fires, whispers, "Your scars are your strength, your rebirth is your crown." Across 5,000 years, Cinderella burns with truth. From ashes, we rise through sacrifice. In our wiser years, this tale urges us to face our hearths, our losses, our trials, and forge our own crowns. Now tell me, dear friend, what fairy tales sparked your childhood dreams? Do you see Cinderella's ashes in your own struggles? Share your favorite folklore below, like if this rekindled old embers, and subscribe for more ancient secrets unveiled. Curious about other tales' shadows? Click to unravel Rumpelstiltskin's mystery of names, or the Frog Prince's sacred bargains. Thank you for standing by this hearth with me, dear friend. Now, step into your own fire, rise from your ashes, and claim your legacy.